broadcast live from Thunder's career. You see, tonight, I did what no one else in DOA could do. I put Thunder out of wrestling.
You can huff and puff, you can think you're all big and bad. But just like everybody else who's come before you, you're gonna wind up in the danger zone!
This one will be for the DOA Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Your referee, Bronco Young.
What's up, dude? How you doing, man? Welcome, dude. Having fun down and being back in the show. Okay, dude. So you back in town right now, or what's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit and is for the DOA Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Accompanied to the ring by Dominic Hess, lead by God Hess, the Illuminati bartender. Ladies and gentlemen, from Oregon City, Oregon, weighing in at 276 pounds, the number one contender for the DOA Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, here is Thunder! And now, ladies and gentlemen, the current reigning DOA Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. From Chi-Town, Illinois, weighing in tonight at 212 pounds. He is the Chi-Town Hustler, the Chi-Town Urban Emperor, and the current DOA Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan HD!
It doesn't have a list of the...
Okay, that's what I
That's
was
what I was
looking
supposed
for.
to look at.
Yeah.
There's a piece of paper in here, and then I was just like, I have.
I'm snaking it.
I'll go ask him.
back to the DOA Pro Wrestling event, the 3rd anniversary of DOA Pro Wrestling here, the University Park Community Center, G-Shock. We're giving Mean Mike a bit of a break right now, so...
I don't know why he wants a break from this. Oh, God.
I think he wants to sit down and watch this matchup because he's heard about this matchup for a long time, but I tell you, I want him to come back and watch this matchup with us. I want him to be back here, so I'm going to get him to come back here. I'll put in the title in front of him, too, there. See the DOA Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship there. Mean Mike Miller joining us back here at ringside. The big man Thunder, 276 pounds out of Oregon City, Oregon, taking on the Chi-Town Urban Emperor, the Chi-Town Hustler himself, Ethan HD, 212. Yeah, a difference of about 60 some odd pounds right there at least. And I'll tell you, Ethan HD walked away with that heavyweight championship with a matchup over HBQ Quiz, in which Quiz was seriously injured and subsequently injured in following the matchup. And as a result is currently on medical leave until such time as doctors clear him to come back. In the meantime, Ethan HD, now the heavyweight champion, taking on Thunder. And Thunder's one of those sorts of guys who just really doesn't give up. I can't say the word here on TV, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Well, and you're saying that HBQ, when he's medically cleared to come back, I'm afraid not. There was a stipulation in that match that said he isn't coming back for at least 6 months.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been on the shelf already for a couple, so... you know, just he's biding his time right now. From what I understand, he's convalescing. He's getting the medical treatment necessary to be back. The question is the severity of the injury, of course, not disclosed. But we know that it was serious enough that it required surgery, and he's out of action for an extended period of time. It may be longer than 6 months. So, I mean, the 6 months of hiatus maybe not just related to the time that he got the stipulation, but also rehabilitation as well.
Ethan definitely is, well, in a world of hurt at this point, but I can understand why Thunder would be a little bit upset because even in the Elite a few months ago were nice enough to Thunder to help him tear his MCL and put Thunder out of action.
See that right knee brace there? That's courtesy of the Elite right there. And, you know, Thunder was out of action for quite a period of time. You know, he's somewhat recovered. I don't know if he's near 100%. He's not going to let us know that he's 100% or less. But the fact is that the Elite did the damage, and Ethan HD was definitely a co-conspirator in that whole situation there.
You're telling me this is Thunder at less than 100%? Really?
You know, yeah, I hate to see him at 100%.
DOA Pro Wrestling would like to thank its many sponsors. TNT's Dragon Wagon Towing in Troutdale, 503-465-8021. Local or long-distance towing, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If your car's dragging, call our wagon. Get some great grub at Dublin Down Irish Pub in Vancouver, 360-695-6712. Buy tickets to live events and more at Patty's Home Plate Cafe in Portland, 503-289-7285.
Just now,
he's going to work on that leg.
Yep, that very leg that they damaged several months ago, and quite frankly, as I said, I don't think he's even near 100%. It takes a long time for a knee to recover. I don't care how much exercise you do, how much rehab you do, how many things you do to try and get better. There's always that little tweak in there that's never going to be 100%.
That's it.
You know, and it's just that one time you catch it just in the right spot, it can undo all that goodness that you've had done to us.
He can re-hurt his knee tonight and not able to wrestle for the next year.
And there you go. And you've seen that happen, haven't you?
Seen it happen a lot. I broke my ankle in the ring in Centralia, 83.
And how long did you spend out of the ring? And do you still feel it?
I'm going to tell you, I broke it October the 16th, and I was back in the ring December 25th of the same year. I worked on it. I had a plate 7 screws put in it. I went to rehab for it and soaked it and took care of it, and I was back in the ring within 3 months.
But did you ever feel that you were 100% at that time?
I was always leery of it. Always. It hurt my matches.
And Ethan HD taking a hurt right there as he eats the buckle courtesy of Thunder. He's using that one strong leg there.
He needs to keep him away from his leg.
But me, Mike, while you were out of action, you weren't getting paid just like these guys when they're out of action.
I was out. I had no insurance. I was, yes, I was down.
Right there as Ethan goes back to that leg once again. It's going to be a battle of powers here. Is it going to be the power of Ethan HD on that leg, or is it going to be Thunder using the power that he's got in the upper body? I mean, he's got strong legs as well. Obviously, one is kind of weakened right now.
Thunder's kind of got a strong everything.
5 minutes. You know, as we've been going through all this, tonight with firings and so on, Ethan HD was a member of that former group known as the Elite, and if he doesn't walk out with this title tonight, he's fired as well. I mean, we've already seen firings tonight. Jonas and Eric and Kevin Grant got fired tonight. The Blanchards split up as a team because Ugliest Sin was able to retain the belts by hook or by crook. The fact is they probably more by crook than anything else, but they were lucky because they could have been fired had they not retained the belts tonight. And Ethan now finds himself in the same situation. If he doesn't retain this title against Thunder, and oh boy, you're not going to retain a title out the floor like that when Thunder throws you over the top rope.
Hey, and the firing of Jonas and Eric was probably the biggest travesty in DOA history.
Well, I saw them with their bags as they scurried from the building with their tails between their legs. It was quite the sight to see. Oh dear, crossbody. That leg's not weak enough. Power slam. Cover 1, 2, no.
Well, at least it wasn't the Thunder line.
I'll tell you, Eric Wright ate 2 of those earlier tonight before we even got started with tonight's card, but having a big chop, though. He's setting him up, though. Thunderline looks like, and he ducks under Ethan off. And a big, huge
very
kick.
nice.
Right to the face. May have knocked him out. No, he's able to kick out. Oh, my goodness.
Well, if his knee's not hurt, his nose is.
I'll tell you, that's a knockout shot right there.
Well, if Thunder had any brains in his head, it would be.
Now he's going to the head. Earlier it was to the lower body with the knee. Now he's going upstairs to the head. And Ethan now sensing possibility here. He goes to the top rope, but Thunder's up. And he catches him. It drops him down. But wait a second, he rolls through. Did you see that? Thunder just threw him off there.
That's that adrenaline.
Wow.
I think Thunder's going to get pissed.
He's trying to set him up right now. Thunder's saying no, and Ethan just takes a face plant right there.
This is not good.
Thunder sets him up, winds him up. Thunderline! It's a 1, it's a 2. No, wait a second, how did he kick out of that? Oh my God, he kicked out of that.
That is pretty amazing, Bulldog.
Oh my dear God, I can't believe this. Thunder sets him up again, he's gonna hit him again. Ethan stops him though. Ethan over the top, way to the floor.
Ethan did tell me before the show that he was going to the University of Oregon practice and having the linebackers give him shoulder tackles.
Well, I tell you, and I've seen some of those big brutes in their power and strength. Right now, the referee's starting to count out on the floor of Ethan HD. That one Thunderline may have not knocked him out, but that shot on the top rope may have just done the damage right there. But Thunder doesn't, I don't know if he realizes this. He's got to get him in the ring. He's got to pin him for the title.
I guarantee Thunder has no idea. That guy is not the smartest, bulb on the tree.
And Ethan, I think, is out. They were done. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the matchup as a result of a countout,
Thunder may have won, but Ethan...
However, because it is a countout, the title cannot change hands. Therefore, still, the DOA Heavyweight Champion, Ethan HD. The crowd is shocked by this. I have a hard time fathoming it as well. Thunder didn't realize that the count was only 10 outside the ring, not 20 as he's been used to. In a championship match, it's a 10 count, and he missed it. And as a result, when Ethan never made the bell, Thunder wins the matchup, but not the title. You've seen that happen too.
I have. Yeah, you got to stay focused in these matches, and especially when you're going and your adrenaline's running and you're hurt.
Here's something both you guys have heard before, and this applies to Thunder 100%. That's $1 million body and a 10-cent mind right there. If he had half the smarts that Ethan HD is, he would have known it was a 10 count, and he may very well won the title.
The fact is that Thunder doesn't get the title. Ethan stays with DOA Pro Wrestling. The question is, though, he's running like, oh my goodness, Thunder's out the door. We're going to see him again, I'm sure.
DOA Pro Wrestling would like to thank its many sponsors. Custom t-shirts and vinyl decals at Screamin' Tees, 503-871-7360 or www.screamin-tees.com. Yazzy's Bar and Grill in Wood Village, 503-674-3838. The DOA commentary table is sponsored by Rockstar Energy Drink. Party like a rock star. To sponsor DOA Pro Wrestling, contact us by email at promotions@doaprowrestling.com.
September 25th, the Grappler versus Raven. Oh, it's been a long time coming. The last time we faced each other was probably when I was Scotty the Body, the local star of Portland Championship Wrestling. And you were the Grappler, the legend in the area. Well, now you're still a legend in the area, but I'm a legend worldwide. And I'm going to hurt you so bad. I'm going to decimate you. I'm going to annihilate you, and I'm going to destroy you. And you know why? Because you'll thank me for it. Just like you hurt me so I could learn, well, now I'm going to hurt you so you can learn. And I may even give the fans a tease, a taste of what's yet to come. See, sometimes in life we make our own choices. Sometimes a choice is made for us. And sometimes, like September 25th for you, Grappler, there is no choice. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
University Park, September 25th. The Grappler, the legend, versus the famous Raven. You know, if you don't know about it, all you gotta do is ask you, right, Raven? You'll tell everybody, I'm famous. I'm a big national star. I'm the Raven. Well, let me tell you something, brother. Before we get to that match, before we get to the match we're going to have, what I'm wanting to know, I want somebody to let me know, how did Matt Borne, end up being a special guest referee? You've got a guy here, Matt Borne, that's never followed a rule in his entire damn life. Not just in professional wrestling, I mean in life in general. He's never followed a rule. And you've got him calling the shots, him saying what goes on out there as a referee. Well, you know something? You might have paid him a lot of money to be that special guest referee, but you remember something, Raven. You remember this, buddy. Me and Matthew Osborne go way, way back. Way back. So you know what? There might be something waiting for you that night when you step in the ring that you never expected. And you know, you talking about you're a big national star. Well, way back in the day, back, you know, like with Don Owens and the Portland Sports Arena and Don Coss sat at the desk and all that stuff, and everybody, it was on Channel 12 every Saturday night, and it was the biggest thing in town. Well, I was a national star before those days, and then I came to Portland, and I ran over everybody. And you know what? You did one smart thing back then. You did one smart thing. You bought a ticket to come see me wrestle. And that's how you got in Portland wrestling. You didn't tell nobody that, did you? Remember buying the ticket, you little punk? Well, let me tell you something. I'm the guy, and Roddy Piper is the guy that gave you the chance and gave you the break to get up there with Don Coss and call yourself Scotty the Body, which from there you went on to be the Raven. And you are a national star. I'm not taking anything away from you. You were a great learner, and you're a great talent, and you're a great wrestler. But you know what? When you step into the ring, brother, with the Grappler, you better be prepared. You think I'm a legend and you're like a gunslinger, you're coming out, you're coming to put me away and show everybody what a man you really are. And you're going to shoot me down in front of all my fans. Well, I'll tell you what. You can put anybody at ringside you want to. You can have the Blanchards there, and I can have Sullivan, and I can have anybody in the back there I want, if I want to. It doesn't matter. It comes down to me and you, Raven, in the end. And in the end, you're going to learn one thing from the Grappler. You learned a lot of things, but I'm going to prove this to you. They got a name for you when you're the greatest wrestler in wrestling today. They don't call you a great wrestler. They call you the Grappler. So beat me if you can.
Hello everybody, my name's Matt Borne, aka Matt Osborne, aka Doink the Clown. I've got all kinds of aliases. Some of them might not want to repeat. But I'm so happy that the Pacific Northwest has finally got a wrestling company to follow the old Portland wrestling. DOA is where it's happening, man. I'm telling you. I'm actually proud to see a company like this come in and take a hold of the wrestling business and build it up again, and I can see where it's going. Now they got the 25th coming up here real in a day or two. It's the 25th Sunday. And they're bringing me back home. Man, I'm living on the East Coast, loving New York City, but nothing's like coming home, baby. And I'm coming home, and I'm being a part of this DOA thing. And I hear Raven's going to be there, the Grappler's going to be there, Mike Miller, and all this new talent, the stars of tomorrow, are all part of DOA. One thing I do want to talk about here for a moment is Raven. You know, I remember when Raven came in, and just like the Grappler said, he bought a ticket. He got his break in Portland. And he struggled, he made it to stardom. But one thing along the way, he turned into this damn prima donna SOB. He says he's the toughest guy around, the meanest guy around, the most evil son of a bitch that ever walked into the ring. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who in the hell do you think you are? Your name ain't Matt Borne. And Grappler, if I remember correctly, sometime back in the mid to late 80s, we'd be in Dallas together. You were looking for some place to go. If I remember correctly, there was somebody that opened up a door to the Pacific Northwest for you, Grappler. And who would that be? You know, I'm not, tooting my own horn, but let's just, hey, who better knows the frickin' tune? Matt Borne opened up your future in the Pacific Northwest, and you came here and you never left. So you want to call this your home? We do go back a long way, Grappler. We go back a long way, Raven. So you're in the main event for DOA on Sunday the 25th. What's going to happen in that match? Well, I'll tell you what is going to happen in that match. I'm going to tell you what's not going to happen in that match, because I am the boss out there. And I don't give a damn who you both think you are. You're both a couple of prima donnas. You're both a couple of has-beens. And you know what? That's okay, because I have been there too. But I'm going to be the boss out there, and things are going to be done my way, because the baddest son of a bitch in that ring, in that main event, is not going to be you, Raven, or you, Grappler. It's going to be the guy that's running the show out there and is the boss, and that's going to be what? Matt Borne. So what's going to happen in that? Well, like Grappler said, Matt Borne, you kind of chuckled. Never followed any rules, inside or outside the ring. God, that pisses me off. What do you mean rules? I make the rules. I live by my own rules. So I break nobody's rules. I follow mine. And you're going to follow mine too. 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 Like it or not, that's just the way it is, because I said so. See?
For information on upcoming events, news, interviews, videos, and more, visit us online at www.doaprowrestling.com. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and check us out on YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, accompanied to the ring by Ugly as Sin, Jason Sullivan, and the Big Ugly, representing Cotton Shoot, Texas, weighing in at 240 pounds, a man who has had titles worldwide, a worldwide superstar, and tonight, your main event star, ladies and gentlemen, the Grappler! special guest referee, the Maniac, Matt Borne. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Grappler's opponent, accompanied to the ring by Jeremy Blanchard and Bella Blanchard, on the Bowery at 244 pounds, former ECW, TNA, and other worldwide superstar. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Raven! This is a one fall.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the main event of the 3rd anniversary of DOA Pro Wrestling here at the University Park Community Center. The Grappler's got something to say.
My ears are sore right now.
You
That
shut your
crowd's
mouth,
so
Bulldog.
deafening.
Grappler's talking.
First of all, Raven, or should I say Scotty the Buddy? Scotty the Buddy. I taught you everything you know about professional wrestling, boy. And everybody knows it. So I tell you what, before I'm going to step in the ring with you tonight, I want you to prove yourself. If you can get past one of these guys here, you might get the honor of wrestling the legendary Grappler. That's the only way it's going to happen.
So you're saying, if I can get one through one of your guys, you'll wrestle me? Because you're too old and decrepit to get in the ring yourself? Alright, so you want me to fight fat or fatter? Okay, husky or huskier? Raven in the ring, waiting for action. Outside, Grappler and his team comparing notes. Raven doing commentary during his own match. Ugly number 1 steps into the ring, Raven circling. Place going crazy, chanting for Raven.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like Raven's going to do his own commentary.
Here we go. We're going to get things underway. It appears that the Grappler has bowed out of his own matchup in favor of Big Ugly. And, well, Raven just used the microphone there on the Big Ugly and sends him across, gives him a big back elbow, and Ugly's already out of the ring. We haven't really even got started yet, and all of a sudden, well, we're down 1 already. Maniac Matt Borne, your referee in this matchup, doesn't really care who he got. Raven right now gets rid of 1, and Jason Sullivan now in the ring.
And Raven over and stepped on Big Ugly's toes. I'm sorry, his fingers.
And, well, Raven's going to dispatch another as Sullivan eats the floor. Well, then there was 1.
Do you think that Raven pointed up and told Sullivan there was a cheeseburger in the sky?
You know, I don't know what was said, but in fact, the Grappler right now may just have to fight his own battle here.
Or not.
Well, the fact is that Raven doesn't really care who he's got to face off against. He was expecting the Grappler, but, you know, he'll take on whoever comes in the ring with him.
Yeah, I think Raven could take all 3 of them if he wanted to. Because you got Raven, the Grappler, Matt Borne. That's a main event match anywhere in the country.
You know, and what you're seeing right now that he's entered the ring, we now have 3 legends of Pacific Northwest Wrestling in the ring at the same time. I don't know when the last time we've seen that was.
And there's also a legend at commentary, Bulldog.
Well, I was going to allude to that momentarily. I was just getting through the ring because I want to give Mr. Mike Miller a separate entrance because he's been here commentating this entire night. I mean, right there, I think, is a match in itself and then some. And we thank you for joining us here at ringside.
I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed it.
As the main event tonight, it's Raven versus the Grappler. Raven, also known originally here as Scotty the Body, went to the World Wrestling Federation as Sky Flamingo. Johnny Polo wrestled in South there as Scotty Anthony. You know, the dirty white boy. You know, he's just he's been around a lot of places, as is the Grappler. Texas, well known for his stuff there before he came up to Portland, Oregon, and had a chance at a big run with Don Owens, and then had matches all over Japan. I mean, if you see some of the old tapes of Japan wrestling,
he was probably the most talented wrestler.
Oh, he's going after the mask.
He's going after it.
You know, and I've told so many people before, you wrestle the wrestler, you don't wrestle the mask. I'm sorry, but you may want to get that thing off him, but at least weaken the guy a little bit before you try and go after it.
Hey, what is Bubba and Jeremy Blanchard doing?
Well, here he goes, Raven after that mask again.
Come on! He could be disfigured. We have no idea.
Well, he's trying. He's gotten it partway off there.
I mean, you probably...
Oh, wait a second.
Well, he almost had it.
Now,
he almost had it.
Something about the Grappler people remember from the days of Portland Wrestling. He was well known for that white boot there, loading it up there with either buckshot or something else in there. We're not quite sure. Nobody's ever found out what's inside that boot. He's kept that under lock.
He always said he had it under doctor's care, you know, so, and that looks like it still is.
And the mask, of course, you know, there was always a variant of objects that found its way inside that mask there, ranging from steel shot to steel pellets and other things that he's been noted for. They've done some great damage to wrestlers over the years. You know, he's definitely known for that. Matt Borne is going to look for the cover, but he's a little bit slow getting down there. Mainly because of the choke there. I think the Grappler using the choke, so Matt's not going to count that fall.
I think Matt just had trouble getting down there because he's probably in the back drinking with Wade Hess.
Oh, I don't know about that. I know that afterwards they might have a little bit of celebration, but you know, I don't think it'll be happening here.
Hey, Wade Hess always told me it's beer 30.
That's Wade Hess, though. Matt Borne has been around this industry for a lot longer. He knows when's the right time.
Well, maybe he should talk to Wade Hess and teach him.
Yeah, Scotty, he's supposed to come back. He's supposed to do it. I have a friend of mine, Bob the Cook. He loves Scotty the Body when he first came out. He thought he was the greatest.
Well, he had a great body, I mean, my goodness, and having Taylor made with him and all the...
talented.
Oh, my goodness.
Talented.
You know, incredible athlete, and, you know, he managed to have a career that took him all over the world, and, you know, but he was a man who went to the beat of his own drum, similar to the Grappler, you know.
Right.
Sure, they wrestle for, you know, the major promotions and so on and so forth, but quite frankly, they always enjoyed the independence because it gave them an opportunity to be able to travel where they wanted to, set their own schedules, fight the fights they wanted to fight, and see some of the great crowds like we're seeing tonight, for example, that you don't normally get to see when you go to some of the big metropolises.
Well, I'm going to tell you, this is a hard business to survive in. And, you know, these guys, they stay on it, they perfect their talent.
5 minutes gone by, 5 minutes. And you know, the thing is that what's even better about this is that the young wrestlers who I know are watching this at home and on TV, and even those that are in the back there watching on monitors and so on and so forth, are watching this match very closely. Why? Because when you've got 2 experienced veterans in there that have learned every bit of their craft and taught it to other wrestlers and so on, perspectives, it's so important. Oh boy, look at this. Shot there by Raven, a bunch of them sends Grappler down. Puts the boots in on him in the corner.
And to put it into perspective, like you're saying, Bulldog, this, for all the boys in the back, is kind of like watching Brett Favre work.
Absolutely.
All right.
Oh, Grappler used a bit of a low blow there on Raven. Matt didn't see it. I think it was kind of blocked by everything.
I start talking about Brett Favre and we see a low blow. That just happens.
Yeah, it happens. Wait a minute, Grappler loading up the boot there. Sending Raven off the ropes. Wait a second. Oh, stop there by Raven. Sent around. Oh, shot there. And wait a minute, Raven's going after the boot now.
That's an orthopedic boot.
Yeah, but wait a second. But you saw him loading it up there momentarily.
He was adjusting his foot inside the boot.
Well, Matt's not going to stop him. He's got the boot off.
After all these years, I'd like to see what's in that boot.
Well, Raven's going to show us what it is right now by getting the boot off. And wait a second, he just got tackled there by Jason Sullivan. Grappler loading up that boot again. Wait a second, Matt Borne gets a hold of the boot. Oh, and he nails Grappler!
Come on!
I think they did it.
He's got him! Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the matchup, I'll tell you something right now. Back and forth it went non-stop, the Grappler and Raven. But in the end, it was Grappler's own undoing there, trying to use the loaded boot. It got turned on him there by Raven.
No.
Used the boot, and that's it.
That wasn't turned on him by Raven. That was turned on him by the referee. Matt Borne took that boot.
The referee tried to stop Grappler from using it. The Grappler refused to. He definitely had his opportunity to take the boot to him.
Come on.
Well, I'm going to tell you, people were sitting at home watching this match. They should have been down here tonight.
Well, there you go. Raven walks out victorious.
First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Big 3-year anniversary here. I have to say that, everybody goes to the WWE and TNA and supports them, but you guys are the real fans for supporting independent wrestling. Give yourselves a round of applause.
It's a class act.
I also want to say, my boys here, get in the ring here, get in the ring. They may have to split up, but I'll tell you what, they got big plans for themselves. Let me hear it.
Thank you, Portland, Oregon! Thank you to this man right here, Raven, who truly was a star in this area for many years. Thank you so much for being a part of DOA's 3rd-year anniversary.
Everybody in the house, let me hear you! Raven! 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 Come out! Come out! Come out! Yeah!
I didn't want them to put me over. I wanted them to put themselves over because they may have to split up, but don't be sad about that because I think they're going to be great as singles. What do you think? I think they're really talented and they got a long future ahead of them. And that's the big thing about independent wrestling is, when I grew up, I had a place in Portland to wrestle every night, 7 nights a week, and you can clap if you want. But nowadays there's no places for people to learn like I did, so it's a good thing that places like DOA are around to give people an opportunity to see the stars of tomorrow. And you're looking at 2 of the big stars of tomorrow, and you got to see them in the beginning of their career. So give them a round of applause, please. Also, give the Grappler a round of applause for bringing his AARP ass out here. He had to take a day off from the nursing home to get down here, and they gave him a little ride in the shuttle, so give him, how about that? And Matt Borne, thanks for coming out. Matt Borne, a legend here. Meet Mike Miller over there. It's like Portland Wrestling Alumni Night, and that's you got to thank DOA for doing that for you because no other promotion would spend that kind of money to bring all of us in. And ultimately, once again, give yourselves a round of applause for showing up. final thing to say. Both Raven.
Ladies and gentlemen, Raven. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd also like to point out another wrestling star here. You got C.W. Bergstrom standing right over there. C.W. Bergstrom. It's like Portland Wrestling Night. What I want right now, it's a special moment because it's the Blanchard Brothers last time as a tag team tonight. I want all the little kids in the crowd, come on in the ring right now. All the little kids, get in the ring right now. All the little kids, come on up here. Come on up in the ring. Get on up in the ring if you want. Get on up in the ring if you want. Come on, little kids. Come on, sweetie. It's okay. You're doing right. It's okay. You're not scary. We're good guys, I swear. I'm just big, funny looking hair, but it was okay. Get these little kids up in here. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got a birthday in the house. Happy birthday, Shay. Happy birthday. Oh, we got a little baby coming in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blanchard Brothers have been in this area doing exactly for you what you deserve, getting people to come out every night and pour their blood, heart, and soul into this ring. And we wanted to get these little kids in here to show everybody that the future's bright in DOA. The future's real bright in DOA. So thank you from Double B, Double Bad to all your fans for supporting the Blanchard Brothers for all these years.
Portland, Oregon, thank you so much for supporting the Blanchards. This is our home. Like I said, I can't think of a better place to have wrestled with my brothers for the last 15 years. And you guys have come out and supported us. Thank you so much. We love each and every one of you. Thank you.
Okay, kids, stop your feet in the ring.
All right, fans, for Bulldog Bob Brown Jr. and me, Mike Miller, I'm G-Shock signing off. See you again next week.
3 years ago today, a small company in Portland, Oregon called DOA Pro Wrestling came up with the slogan, no bull, just wrestling. Shortly thereafter, they followed it up with the best just got effing better. And if you were here at the University Park Community Center tonight, you know that's nothing but the truth. We had stars from yesterday, Portland Wrestling past, and we had stars from today, DOA future, and the Rock and Roll Fantasy sent J.A.R. and Eric Wright packing where they should be, earning us a shot at Ugly as Sin next month, October 30th, here at the University Park Community Center.
You know, once DOA throws a curveball at us, Ugly as Sin once again pops that curveball, and we hit it right out of the park like nobody else. Blanchard Brothers, oh Lord, Blanchard Brothers, Jeremy and Bubba, they've been telling each other, they've been putting each other over for 15 years. They've been begging for Legends autographs for 25 years. Well, the only thing they're going to be begging for now is a job. Now, who's going to carry them to the promised land? Nothing but luggage. Nothing but luggage.
Well, here we go, huh? I got another great night. I had another fantastic night. Wade by God has got to step into the past. Got to reach back a little bit and wrestle the Maniac Matt Borne in a street fight. All I got to say, Raven, Nate, you did me a favor by trying to pay this guy off, because that's been a dream of mine for a long time, mixing it up with old Matt Borne. But see, you made a crucial mistake, boys, and he's decided to jump into this.
Another tag team falls at the feet of the left coast Casanovas. CJ Edwards, we told you could get anybody from the back, and somebody came out to help you out. Did you a whole lot of good, didn't it? A whole lot of good. Again, another man takes a ride to the top
The greatest tag team finisher in the business sends another man to the hospital.
CJ Edwards has been in his company for 2 years. And that 3rd year anniversary of DOA, I didn't have a partner. Now, I asked someone from the back to come out and be my partner, and I got Kelly. I wasn't sure of the idea, but hey, anything's possible. Well, you came in cocky, really cocky, downgrading me, talking down to me. Yeah, I'm small, sure, you're bigger than me, you're stronger than me, you're taller than me, hell, you're even saggier than me.
You know, CJ Edwards, for the past several months, is going around saying one thing and one thing only. That's don't take him lightly. Do not take him lightly. So tonight, I gave CJ Edwards the benefit of the doubt. I gave him the opportunity of a lifetime to be Kellen Ray's tag team partner. And quite frankly, CJ Edwards failed. But he didn't fail lightly, he failed hard. And the direct result of that is this. Kellen Ray is issuing a challenge directly to you, CJ Edwards. And don't take this challenge lightly. Because on Hallows Eve, October 30th, it'll be CJ Edwards versus the bona fide fighting superstar, Kellen Ray. Match of your choice. Quite frankly, I don't care.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight was a special night. Tonight was a very good night. We saw the return of Bad Company. That was sexy. We saw Raven here. We saw the Grappler here. We saw Mean Mike Miller. We saw a lot of really good stuff. We saw Dr. Cleveland beat the hell out of Mike Santiago. I may not have gotten the job done. You know what happens. But I'm not the one that walked out of here with a limp and with a broken nose, bleeding all over the place. I got what I gave him. I gave him what he had coming to him. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was very sexy. Next month we got an open contract. Whoever thinks they're man enough to step up to the plate, to the baddest men in DOA Bad Company, if you think you got the stones, then you come on up and we will beat you down and you will never be seen again. And let me talk about something else real quick here. Let me talk about what's not sexy. Usually I don't do this kind of stuff. Usually I don't address these sort of things. The bottom feeders. God damn, these bottom feeders want to come in here. You're taking it too damn far. You want to come into our turf? You want to mess with my career, with my bread and butter, with my livelihood? You have gone too far. Let me tell you something. If you're not DOA, you're going to be left in the dust because none of you, not a single one of you compares to DOA. And that's sexy.
I did the unthinkable. I did the improbable, what everybody said I couldn't do. I beat Thunder and retained the DOA Heavyweight Championship. So no longer is this just a belt. No longer is this a title that says I'm the best. From now on, this is a middle finger to each and every DOA fan who boos me, who hates me, who said I couldn't get it done. I'm gonna walk out to the ring and raise this middle finger I hold here in your face.
You know, Bubba and Jeremy, I hear you coming out here and cutting these promos talking about how Ugly as Sin is some kind of gimmick, how we got some kind of gimmick name. Well, Bubba Blanchard, you're a walking gimmick. Everything about you is nothing more than a gimmick. How can you two come out here, one person stole Jerry Lawler's gimmick, the other one stole Dusty Rhodes' promos and call us a gimmick? Let me tell you guys something. Tonight, we found out who the real gimmick was. And the gimmick was, we kicked your ass up and down the building. We came in tonight, we humbled a legend, and we tuned you two greenhorns up. So let me tell you something. Never again will you see the Blanchard brothers teaming, because Ugly as Sin will always, always have these goals. So tonight, we're going out, and somebody's getting pregnant.
Now me and Matt, we realize that the battle isn't between me and him. Oh, no, 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 no. It's between us and you guys and Nate Andrews on October 30th here in Portland, Oregon. You got nowhere to run, son. It's you and me. A little potato salad's what's for dinner, boy. I can't wait. Come out and see us October 30th, Portland, Oregon.
Speaking of a whole lot of good, let's get on to some further business because CJ Edwards, that's one and done right there. You see, let's get on to a couple of guys who will not let it go. And I'm talking about the Illuminati. You see, the Illuminati's run around, and I might add you, they've gone from 10 down to 2. You see, Thunder and Wade by God Hess. Now that is where I'm wanting to get to, is Wade by God Hess. You see, earlier I paid somebody by the name of Matt Borne to take care of you. And he had the goal to attack us. Well, that's neither none or done here, because the fact of the matter is, you see, I'm all flustered up because of what Matt Borne did to us. The fact of the matter is, let me throw this out there. Matt Borne, you show up again, and not just the left coast Casanovas, but the upper boy Nate Andrews will take care of you. But wait, by God Hess, next month, it's gonna be me and you. That's what I want right there. If you got the guts to step up, I will take care of you. I will take care of Wade Hess, and I will show you this little Illuminati business that you can't let go of, because I'm gonna tell you this right now, Wade by God Hess. The Illuminati is dead. They're dry. They're dead. Bar none. So step up, face another boy Nate Andrews, and we'll just see if the Illuminati has anything to talk about after next month.
But you forget, I'm a little chocolate drop. I've been through matches that you are too afraid to even look at. Okay? I climb on 25-foot ladders and jump off. You want to come down and challenge me and take me lightly? See, I get a match. So you say, any match that I want. Guess what? We're gonna take it back to the streets. I'm gonna get a little gangster again, Kellen. You disrespected me. The little chocolate drop, that's not cool. So, the next show, prepare yourself. Come win it. Cause it's gonna be a false count anywhere. Anything goes at any time. I'm gonna make an example out of you.
Thunder, I out-wrestled you. I outsmarted you once. Don't think I can't do it again. And don't think you can't end up one more time on a round-trip flight. All expenses paid. Check in early. Leave your bags at the hotel. And don't forget to tip the bellboy, because you're headed to the danger zone.
Ever since I came to DOA, I've been waiting for this opportunity. And you think I'm gonna pass it up? No chance. Jason, Ugly, there's no doubt in my mind that you're two of the toughest competitors in this area today. Jason, it's a little known fact that me and you go way back to training. And I know what you're capable of, and I know you know what I'm capable of, and you know that I never quit. And I'm not gonna stop bringing it. And on the 30th, it's not gonna be any different when me and Ricky roll all over you.
Listen, nobody said it'd be easy, because you're looking at truly the best tag team in DOA Pro Wrestling right now, Ugly as Sin. But when the Rock and Roll Fantasy enters the building 1 month from today, we will walk away DOA Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, because we've got wrestling in our blood and rock and roll, woo, in our soul.
And the Illuminati, we're gonna finish what everybody else has started. They've been chipping away, and we're gonna put you to rest. Thunder, Wade Hess, you know what? I'm gonna steal a line out of Thunder's book, right? You're gonna be our bitches, because we are the Left Coast Casanovas.
For the first time, I feel normal again. Do you know what it's like to be awake for weeks on end because your spine hurts too much to sleep? To pick up a glass and not feel it in your hand because you have no sensation in your arms anymore. No single opponent put me out. It was the sport of wrestling itself taking its toll on my body. And it's time for me to reward the sport of wrestling with my vengeance. It's time for me to stand, glistening with the blood of my opponents. You step into the ring with me, and you will know truly what it is to be alone, for no one will stand by you. My victories will not be measured in wins and losses and titles held, but in blood spilt, bones broken, and careers ended. For the whores and the lowlifes of the Northwest will stand beaten at my feet and look up and cry mercy. And I'll say no! Heaven help you all! Hatred's messenger is coming in the form of exile.
Oh, wait. And next month, October 30th, Ricky Gibson and Patrick Large. Wow. Wow. It's like an Ethiopian version of the Rock and Roll Express. These kids need to eat a sandwich. They need to eat a burger. They need to get something in their system. Because you guys can hula hoop through a Cheerio, brother. You can hang glide on a burrito. And you know, just a tuna. Because we're making a call out right now. November 19th, Saturday night. Terry decides he wants to spend some more money and he wants to bring in a big wig. Finley. I'm telling you right now. Ugly as sin, we're calling your ass out. You can bring a little leprechaun. You can bring your blonde-haired ass. You can bring your shillelagh. But we're going to bring the heat. Finley, we're calling you out. Find yourself a partner. And I don't think nobody in the DOA locker room is going to want to team with you. And by the way, Finley, you've got a reputation for stretching people. I think Ugly's going to stretch the hell out of you. I got